Belonging to the Townsend family for almost 400 years, the grand country estate of Raynham Hall stands proudly in Norfolk. But for the past 2 centuries, Raynham Hall has been a place made famous for its unworldly presence of a terrifying phantom, known to many as the Brown Lady. It was the year 1713, and Viscount Charles Townsend of Raynham Hall married his sweetheart of many years, a Lady Dorothy Walpole. The couple went on to have 7 children, and lived here happily, until Charles discovered that Dorothy had once been the mistress of notorious ladies' man, a Lord Wharton. Although the affair was many years before their marriage, Charles Townsend was furious with his wife, and he decided to lock her away within Raynham Hall, forbidding any contact with the outside world or even her own children. A full year had passed by, and within this time, Dorothy remained a prisoner within these walls, until in 1726, when Dorothy supposedly died of a broken heart. But it has been suggested that Dorothy was pushed down the stairs and broke her neck. Over a century later, a descendant of Charles Townsend was holding Christmas celebrations at Raynham Hall, when 2 guests witnessed a chilling encounter. Both guests were returning to their bedrooms after the Christmas celebrations, but as they made their way up the main staircase, they saw an unfamiliar lady. The pair were just about to greet the lady, until they realised that her face seemed to be glowing, and only empty sockets where her eyes should have been. Terrified, both guests soon informed the other remaining guests of their unexplainable encounters on the staircase, and soon learned that many of these people before them had also witnessed the same ghostly lady throughout the years. Rumours of the sightings began to spread, and through time, more and more visitors, including the staff, were witnessing ghostly manifestations of the Brown Lady, resulting in some staff fleeing the hall in absolute terror. Intent on dismissing these ghostly allegations, a Captain Frederick Marriott stayed at Raynham Hall and supplied his own theory surrounding the sightings. Known for his bravery and rational attitude, Frederick suggested that somehow the ghostly lady was staged by smugglers. Captain Marriott vowed to expose the criminals and prove once and for all that Raynham Hall was not haunted. But one evening, while returning to his room, Captain Marriott, along with 2 other men, were stopped in their tracks. When approaching them was a mysterious lady holding a lamp. Slowly moving towards the 3 men, the figure of the lady in the brown dress provoked terror as she grinned at them in a diabolical manner. Terrified, Captain Marriott drew out his pistol and fired straight at the apparition, the bullet going straight through her and into the door behind. The ghostly lady just simply disappeared. After this encounter, Captain Marriott was convinced that the Brown Lady was identical to a 100-year-old portrait in his bedroom, this being the portrait of Lady Dorothy Walpole. A century later, and unaware of any hauntings at Raynham Hall, Lady Townsend and her son were one day left frozen with fear when they saw the apparition of the Brown Lady standing on the main staircase, again claiming that the woman that they saw was the same lady in the portrait. It wasn't until 1936, when yet another reappearance of the Brown Lady would maybe prove once and for all of her existence, as her ghostly image was finally made visible for all to see. A photographer and his assistant were sent here in 1936 to take pictures of Raynham Hall for Country Life magazine. Whilst taking photographs of the staircase, the photographer's assistant yelled uncontrollably, claiming to have seen an unexplainable figure manifesting on the stairs. The photographer looked through his viewfinder but couldn't see anything, but he continued to take more photos. On later inspection of the photo plates, there was indeed a ghostly figure on the stairs. The photograph was later examined by experts, all confirming that the photo was genuine and not faked in any way. Several months later, and 200 years after the very first sighting of the Brown Lady, this photograph was published in Country Life magazine for all to see.